Welcome back to my channel. This is basically Brandon, and it is time for another craft night. So tonight's crafts, you're looking at some really inexpensive farmhouse crafts that we're going to be doing tonight. We're going to do a lantern, we're going to do a window. These windows, I kind of saw them going around on a lot of different DIY groups that I'm a part of. I've seen other YouTubers do these windows before too, but I kind of wanted to give my just give it a shot and see how it turns out. And I know I've done a lantern before using the Jenga blocks from the Dollar Tree, but I wanted to try some of the smaller canvas frames. Some of the smaller canvases that Dollar Tree sells. They're the 5x7 canvases. Well, you'll see that here in just a few minutes and kind of the line up the materials that you need. But they're very inexpensive. You're looking at less than $6 per craft. And we'll just jump right on into it. So to begin making this window frame, you're going to need 4 picture frames. I use the 8x10s, 1 foam board, some popsicle sticks, the bigger kind, and then Waverly white chalk paint and truffle Waverly chalk paint. Let's just go ahead and take all of the plastic wrap off of these picture frames. And then once you do that, go ahead and take the backing and the glass completely out of it so you just have the frame itself. We will need the glass here in a few minutes, but overall, the backing, the paper inside of it, all of it can go, it's discard it. You just really need the frames and the glass. So you're going to end up with 4 of these frames, and you can kind of see that I use this brown color frame. I thought it looked best for the window. And you're going to take hot glue and you're going to hot glue the frames together. You can just follow along what I'm doing in the video. And then to kind of strengthen it up, I went ahead and took some of these big popsicle sticks and just hot glued them to the back side of it as well, just to make it a little bit more sturdy, because we are going to put glass back in these and it's going to have foam board around it as well. You may need quite a few of these popsicle sticks. I needed quite a few myself just to kind of strengthen it out. So once you have your frames completely strengthened up, you're going to use the frame itself to actually get your outer edges of the window. And you can follow along with what I'm doing here in this video, but you're going to take a Sharpie and you're just going to go completely all the way across it, and then you're going to take an X-Acto knife and you're just going to cut out your frame. Then once you've got this bottom part kind of cut off, you're going to split that right down the middle, and so you'll have 2 edges. And then we're going to continue to cut out more edges that will go around this frame to create the window itself. And you can just follow along in the video to understand what I'm doing. It's not that hard to follow along, but it's easier to see it than to explain it. Now once you have your outer edge kind of cut out, you're going to hot glue it directly to the picture frames and use some popsicle sticks to kind of strengthen that up again as well. You really probably just need to use these popsicle sticks to make sure that, once you put the glass in, this window frame doesn't fall down or anything like that. Now you're going to repeat the process to get some more outer edges to your window, and you're going to notice that there's going to be like a small square on the window frame that you'll have to cut another piece out, and you'll see that here in just a second. But just repeat the process until you have an entire edge around the window frame itself. once everything is hot glued and you've got popsicle sticks and you feel like your window is strong, this is kind of what it looks like, and we're going to go straight into painting it next. You're just going to take your Waverly white chalk paint and you're going to paint this entire window frame white. Now, if some of the brown from the window frame or the picture frames kind of bleeds through, that's going to be okay because we're going to use that truffle chalk paint to cover up some spots anyways. So if a little bit's showing through, it's not that big of a deal. Alright, so whenever you get done with your white chalk paint, go ahead and just take that brown chalk paint, and you don't even have to wait until this is completely dry. You can just start dry brushing it directly onto it to make it look rustic, to make it look distressed, like this window frame came out right out of a country home. And once you finish painting it with this brown paint, you are done. Put your glass back into the frames, let it dry, and this thing looks like it was taken directly out of an old country home. It looks really cool. I'm really pleased with it, and I hope that you enjoy it. Now for this new lantern we're going to do, it's going to be a smaller than the one that I did a few videos back, but you're going to need 2 glass trivets, Waverly white chalk paint, apple barrel nutmeg brown, and then 4 of the 5x7 canvas frames, and then I also have this little birdhouse that I ended up using on the top of the lantern. But we didn't end up using anything except for 4 pieces of it, and you'll see that later in the video. Alright, we'll begin by taking everything out of the plastic, and you're going to want to remove the little silicone risers off of one of the glass trivets. And once you finish getting everything out of the packaging, go ahead and just start taking all the canvas off of the canvas frames. We just want the wood that's underneath, and you may need to clean them up a little bit. I had to. But we're going to just use the wood completely on it to make a little lantern. Now once you have all the canvases off, once everything's open, we're just going to paint everything white. So go ahead and get your Waverly white chalk paint out and just start painting those wood frames white, paint your glass trivets white, just paint everything white. Now, I ended up needing a few coats on these glass trivets because you can still see the glass coming through. So if you need to do a couple coats, do a couple coats. If you like it how it is whenever you get one coat on there, that's totally fine too. We're going to distress it anyways. Now once everything is dry, we're going to assemble the lantern together, so go ahead and get your 4 frames and just kind of assemble them into a square position on top of the trivet that still has the risers, and then we'll hot glue them together and you'll just kind of see that in the video. Now once your frame is assembled, go ahead and just put a dab of hot glue in each corner and just put the trivet that does no longer have the risers on it and put that on top of it, and you've got the basis of your lantern ready to go. Now this next part with the birdhouse, I only ended up using 4 of the pieces that kind of makes a square. I actually think it's part of the roof of the birdhouse, but we just make a square out of it. We're going to paint it white, and then we're going to put it on top of it. And you can just follow along in the video and see how that's done. But we're going to hot glue the sides together, make a square out of it, and then put it directly on top of the lantern. So once you've got the top of the birdhouse on there, go ahead and just fill in any of the paint that may be missing from it, that you feel like it needs a little bit more white paint on it. And then we're going to distress it with the apple barrel nutmeg paint. You can see it's already on my foam board, and you just distress it to however you like it. And then that's it. I mean, this lantern was a lot less work that we put in with the Jenga blocks, but I really like both of them kind of in their own right. But this one was really easy to put together. I really like it. It looks really good. Hopefully you enjoyed it too. Thank you again so much for stopping by and checking out my channel. If you're enjoying the content that I'm producing, be sure to subscribe and also hit the little bell for notifications. So I'm a real big fan of some of these crafts that we've been doing. Really enjoyed this window. And you know, for only $5 or $6, how can you can't beat that. You know, you can find similar things at the Hobby Lobby, at Home Goods, and you're looking at spending anywhere between $30 to $60 for some of these crafts. And I just think it's so cool that you can get the materials from the Dollar Tree, spend maybe $5, $6, no more than $10, and create something almost similar for yourself. So it's pretty cool. I'm not sure exactly where the next video is gonna go. It may be another vlog, it may be another DIY, I'm not exactly sure. I've got some entertaining things that I've got planned for this channel. But yeah, just check it out with me and we'll do it together. So see you next time. Bye.